Am I the only one that didn't know royal duty could mean hiding abuse and punishing honesty? For centuries, the British monarchy has been shrouded in tradition, ceremony, and a carefully curated image of dignity. But beneath the surface, the reality is far more complicated. The word duty has been used to justify silence, to protect the institution at all costs, and to turn a blind eye to the suffering of those within its gilded walls. The world watched as the royal family presented a united front. But behind closed doors, secrets festered and wounds deepened. The headlines screamed of scandal, but the truth was often buried beneath layers of protocol and public relations. 6 years on, Harry and Meghan's escape feels less like scandal, more like prophecy. When they stepped back from royal duties, the world was divided. Some called it betrayal, others saw it as an act of courage. But as time has passed, their decision has taken on a microcosm of a larger struggle, a battle between the forces of change and the defenders of the status quo. The outcome will determine not just the fate of the royal family, but the values that define British society in the years to come. It's about an empire learning, too late, that protecting power at all costs is a losing game. The flags at half-mast are a symbol of mourning, not just for individuals, but for an era that is coming to an end. The empty throne room, once the centre of power, now stands as a testament to the fragility of institutions that refuse to change. The crumbling palace walls are a metaphor for the cracks in the foundation of the monarchy, and the protests outside are a sign that the public is no longer willing to accept the status quo. The monarchy's story has always been one of adaptation and survival. From the days of empire to the modern era, the royal family has weathered wars, scandals, and social upheaval. But the challenges it faces today are unlike any before. The rise of social media has given a voice to those who were once silenced, and the global conversation about race, privilege, and accountability has forced the monarchy to confront its own legacy. The images of past celebrations are now juxtaposed with scenes of protest and dissent, a reminder that history is not static. The debate over the monarchy's future is no longer confined to whispers in drawing rooms or editorials in newspapers. It is happening in real time, on social media, in Parliament, and in the streets. Hashtags trend worldwide, and historians are called upon to provide context and perspective. The question is no longer whether the monarchy will change, but how, and whether it can do so in a way that restores public trust. The next generation is leading the charge. In classrooms and universities, young people are questioning the relevance of the monarchy and demanding a more just and equitable society. They are organising rallies, writing articles, and using their voices to push for change. The royal family, once a symbol of continuity, now finds itself at the centre of a generational divide. The choices it makes in the coming years will determine whether it can bridge that gap or be left behind. The monarchy has long justified its existence through charity and public service. But questions about royal finances and the use of taxpayer money have cast a shadow over these efforts. The public wants transparency and accountability, not just photo opportunities and platitudes. The royal family's charitable work, while important, is no longer enough to justify its privileged position. The demand for change is growing louder, and the old arguments are losing their power. Opinions are divided. Some still see the monarchy as a vital part of British identity, a source of stability in uncertain times. Others view it as an outdated relic, out of step with the values of a modern society. The souvenirs that once flew off the shelves now gather dust, a sign that the magic is fading. The voices of critics are growing louder, but the supporters remain steadfast. The battle for the monarchy's future is being fought in the hearts and minds of the British people. The pageantry and spectacle that once defined the monarchy now feel hollow. The empty chairs at royal banquets are a metaphor for the absence of public support, and the aging portraits are a reminder that time waits for no one. The royal family faces a choice: adapt or fade into irrelevance. The world is watching, and the stakes have never been higher. The monarchy's troubles are not confined to Britain. Around the world, people are questioning the relevance of royalty in the 21st century. State visits that were once met with adulation are now greeted by protests and critical headlines. The global conversation about privilege and accountability has put the royal family under unprecedented scrutiny. The days of unquestioned deference are over, and the monarchy must find a new way forward. Yet there is hope. The monarchy has survived for centuries by adapting to change, and there are signs that a new generation is willing to listen and learn. The sunrise over Buckingham Palace is a symbol of possibility, and the hopeful faces in the crowd are a reminder that the story is not yet over. The royal family has an opportunity to rebuild trust, to embrace transparency, and to become a force for good in a changing world. Harry and Meghan have found a new purpose outside the confines of the palace. Their work with charities and global organizations has inspired others to use their platforms for good. Their story is a testament to the power of resilience and the importance of speaking out, even when it comes at a cost. The images of their children playing in the garden are a reminder that the future is unwritten and that change is possible. The story of the monarchy is intertwined with the story of Britain itself. As the country becomes more diverse and dynamic, the royal family must find a way to reflect the values and aspirations of its people. The street art and the scenes of everyday life are a reminder that the monarchy is not above the nation, it is a part of it. The choices made in the coming years will shape not just the future of the royal family, but the future of Britain as a whole. As the lights go out at Buckingham Palace, the question remains: what kind of monarchy will emerge from this reckoning? Will it cling to the past, or will it embrace the future? The empty gates are a symbol of uncertainty, but also of possibility. The story is not yet finished, and the next chapter will be written by those who dare to imagine a different kind of royalty. One built on truth, accountability, and hope. The reckoning no one saw coming is here. The world is watching. The time for change is now.